Hi, my name is Loner. I have a question for you, right? If you live a life that no one else validates, right, does it mean anything? If you are a true loner, the question is fuck yeah. Who cares what other people think? You get one of these motherfuckers, do it the way you want. Alone, with a group of people, whatever you prefer, but dude, it doesn't matter. Validation. The whole point of me becoming loner is to cancel validation, to not care what other people think of me, to only care what I think of myself, in order to get to know myself, to know who I am. Validation is your worst enemy. Validation is the leader of controlling factor for other manipulating people. Yeah. So, yeah. What's up? So, that's the truth. So, yeah, validate yourself. You don't need validation from others. So whenever you see a weird person or a loner sitting by themselves or spending every day alone, maybe that's a good trait. Imagine the ability, right? The ability to be alone without seeking others' approval. Imagine being alone for hours on end without feeling alone, but being alone. It's fucking amazing. Yo, the ability to understand oneself and the more time you spend alone, the more your brain goes, oh, that's what's in that closet in my mind. Oh, wow. By the next thing you know, you're in the basement, you're in the attic of your whole mind, you get to know yourself. You know what I mean? But validation? No. No one needs validation. It's something people tricked you to do. It was a trick. Hey, why are you alone all the time? Go play with the other kids. Oh, yeah, right? Imagine having a life, right? Where you got locked in a room your whole life and you're alone. And then you grew up and everybody, did their thing and you realize, hey, maybe I'm better off alone. These people keep fucking trying to screw me over. You know what I mean? Friends, family, whoever you are. That's some grimy motherfuckers. I'm sitting there trying to, you know what I mean, do this thing that I was taught, you know what I mean, bring people close to you, you know what I mean, get validation from others. I was playing that whole game, you do for me, I do for you, tit for tat, whatever weird games yeah fucking humans play, but I don't care. Like I'm on my last fucking who gives a fuck. But in generation in general, why? Why is validation so important? Why do so many people teach you a validation is the key to everything? Why, when you see someone like me who calls herself a loner, you tend to cast me out like I'm evil? Is it because I don't fall to society's clutches? I ain't that easy manipulated because I don't do none of that weird shit, so you can't pull no fucking games with me. You can't sit there and take yourself from me because I like to be alone. You can't punish me because there's nothing you can do to me. I enjoy my life. You know what I mean? So when it comes to other people, I don't get the point. You know what I mean? I prefer solitude. Like I there's tons of people I care about, but like in general, I can't be around you. Like even if I want to, it's like I'm most likely to get like how did you call it? Lied to, or someone's gonna try to manipulate me. They're not gonna understand my IQ. They're not gonna understand. I'm gonna look at them and read them like a fucking a feelings meter or a lie detector, whatever you want to call people like me. You know what I mean? I can read the room. It's annoying. Imagine everybody that talks to you, you can tell they're bullshit from a mile away. You read their body language, facial gestures, micro expressions. You can see I can literally see people's future intent. Why would I want to be around others? Why? Why? So I can predict the outcome weeks before it happens? So I could let myself down before you? No. Then you know how annoying it is? You know what I mean? Always seeing outcomes and then being around people who get mad at you, you've seen the outcome. Dude, this shit is this common sense. It's fucking graphical. It's analysis. It's easy. You weigh the odds, statistics. Well, let's see what happened with the majority. Son. I don't know. I don't see how y'all think. I see through graphs and meters and analytics. You see through feelings and I guess what people think of you. I think you're a great person. And I also think you're an evil person. We all are. We have our bads and our goods. We have our stupid halves or good halves or whatever, but in general, just why be validated? I don't know. As you see, I'm unshaved. Ooh, and I have dreads with the frizzies. And I have dreads and I'm not a Viking or Egypt mummy. Oh my god. It's hippie dreads. But in general, bro, why be validated? Look me in my eyes. Validation will take you nowhere but depression, anxiety, manipulation. But yeah, in general, validation, even if you want to be around people and you're a very social person, remember, being social is a trained aspect of humans. Because when you were a little kid, were you social? No, you stared at a wall, you spent hours alone, you did all the little kids things did, you talked to yourself. You didn't need other people until your parents said, "Hey, play with the other kids. Hey, go play with your friend. Have you made a new friend today? Hey, who's that? Maybe you should go play with him. Hey, why are you alone? Are you okay?" See these social tricks, these trickeries. Yeah, these are things that were told to you to teach you to never be independent. I'm not saying like a critical thinker because you can tell I'm a critical thinker, but it has nothing to do with the subject. Critical thinking is a learned trait through years and years of pushery, like pushing myself to say, "Whoa, what's going on? Hey, let me look at the whole. Let me look at the whole. Never look at a singular. Never look at a singular. Look at a whole." Going crazy. But in general, right? Validation is something I don't need, right? I appreciate having friends and people, right, who come and go or in my life or whatever. I appreciate my family who do try now that I'm older. But dude, I just went like 40 fucking years without you in my life, and then you're like, why are you so alone? It was a learned trait. It took me very, very, very long, right? Years and years of sitting inside a room, thinking about my hobbies, thinking about things I like to do, trying to enlighten myself, learning about mind, body, and spirit, increasing my intelligence, right? And then as I realized I have a social meter and it kept getting lower, right? And I'm like, wow, I'm getting so depressed, I'm getting anxiety, and I increased my social meter, right? And then it kept happening. Then I realized, I had a self realization, wait a second, sometimes my social meter doesn't go away when I'm alone. What does that mean? So if my social meter is still high and I haven't talked to not one fucking person, that means my body has accepted not being validated. Because my social media is filling itself. So it's like, hey dude, what's up with yourself? And myself is like, yeah, let's go do our hobbies. And myself is like, yeah. So let's like check what's on YouTube. But not for real. But in general, self validation is inherited aspect of being a loner, right? So, yes, being a loner can be dangerous towards others because you can't fall into manipulating traps. And on top of it, a lot of people will find your your nonchalantness as arrogance because you're most people are like, oh, and you're just like, oh, okay, let's get the shit over with. But in general, I don't care about stupid things. But yeah. So in order to like not want to be validated, you have to like defeat validation. And at the end of the day, if anybody is like a social person, you can be manipulated. So learn about like being antisocial. I don't know. And everybody needs to get to know yourself. Spend some time alone. Jeez. Look at me. Alone. Oh, look how smart I got. But in general, please understand validation is a inherited hate. Inherited hate. Yeah, it is. I don't know. But yeah, inherited trait. I'm too tired. I'm done. That was it. Words gone. 10-minute mark.